Welcome back to Exploring Whiskey, New Year 2024. This is the January cocktail edition.
Yeah,
Happy New Year, boys.
Happy New Year. Yeah, I
Nice
can't
little
wait for
wine.
this one. I know what it is, and it's one of my new favorites.
I was
So,
going to say, what are your recent favorites?
I mean, you enjoy it, but it's not a go-to. Is that kind of a gist?
I need to get back into the cocktail game rather than just a pour.
Yeah,
I
okay.
find myself
Fair
in the new lounge. I just go in and
Neat pour.
Just do pours.
neat pour.
It's a lot easier than making drinks.
It is.
I can attest to that.
But I need to step up my game. Now I got a lounge.
January? What are we going with?
The Boulevardier.
It's a Boulevardier.
Yep. Pretty easy cocktail. 3 ingredients. Well, and plus the garnish, if you want to do it the way we're going to do it. Yeah, it's going to be a fun little expression of some burnt orange on top. I love it. It's one of my favorite drinks. It's really bitter. It's got Campari is a big player in the drink, but everything balances itself out, and it's good stuff.
And the basic gist is it's a twist on the Negroni.
Yeah.
So instead of the gin,
They
we're
think
switching the bourbon.
I think it came out first, and there was no really history saying one was a riff on the other,
Really?
but yeah, they say
So
it.
either developed separately or the Boulevardier was first.
They think, pretty much most people say it was before the Negroni.
That's
But
interesting.
when the Negroni was written, it didn't say like it was any kind
was
of
a riff
There's
on
no,
that.
not at all. But the exact way. I make it the exact same proportions for the Negroni. Yeah, I like to do a little bit bigger on the spirit, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
All right,
Shocker.
we're gonna step
Yeah.
off to the side and we'll let Adam work his little magic. We'll be back.
All right, the Boulevardier. I took Spanish in high school. I hope it sounds close, but yeah, it means socialite or a man about town. So the first time it was written in a book was in 1927. There's no real history of when it was first created technically, but it was first printed in a book by Harry Macalone. The book is called Barflies and Cocktails. Harry's a bartender in America during Prohibition, and he wanted to keep his job, so had to move to Europe, which a lot of other popular bartenders did because you can't make cocktails without alcohol. It's tough. So he moved to Paris, opened a bar, the most creative bar name I've ever heard. Harry's New York Bar in Paris. It's pretty, they just like, let's just go with that one. We're gonna go anywhere else with that. So, but it's in, like I referenced earlier, it's in this book called Barflies and Cocktails, but it wasn't actually in the recipe section. At the end, there's an essay section. At the very bottom, it's actually credited to another socialite named Erskine Gwynn. So he references saying Erskine comes to the party with the Boulevardier, and it was written as 1/3 ounce of the 3 ingredients, which are bourbon, Campari, and vermouth. If you think about that, going to a bar and getting a 1 ounce cocktail. So it's evolved, it's changed, it's moved up in scales as many old cocktails have. So a lot of people have adopted the 2-1-1 ratio. So 1.5 ounces of the main spirit, 3/4 ounce and 3/4 ounce, the Campari and the vermouth. So that's what we're going to go with. Well, actually, we're going to go 2 ounces of bourbon. So, but that's technically you can do what you want. Like I said, 3 ingredients, bourbon. We're going to do tonight. We're going to do a Starlight, 92 proof, 4-year-old. Don't think I've had this, so excited about that. We're going to go with another ingredient that I haven't tried yet that I'm excited about. This is a Sweet Vermouth. It's the Coqui. What is it? The Coqui Storico. Apparently it's really hefty on the chocolate and the people even say it's got coffee notes, so I'm excited about that. And another main star is the Campari. It's bitter. It says it on the bottle. Bitter. So this is a really bitter, well, it's not really bitter drink, but let's say it's polarizing ingredients. Some people like Campari, some people don't. So if you have a friend that's used to sweet drinks, let them taste yours first. But I loved it. You'll love it. Try it out. Play with the proportions. So this is a mixed, a stirred cocktail. So you want to get a stirring glass, jigger, strainer, whatever. I got a julep strainer tonight. A Campari mixing spoon. We're not sponsored, but hey, look at that, Campari. And then I've got an orange for the end. We'll get there. So we'll start out with 2 ounces of the bourbon. Like I said, the normal recipe is 1.5 ounces, but you know how we do. So you might be thinking, hey, why a mixing glass? And why not a shaker? So if you're building a cocktail with all liquor, all spirit-based, it should always be stirred. You don't shake those drinks. Shaking cocktails have citrus in them, so usually it's a good rule of thumb. Even though a lot of people are doing them now, shaking cocktails, just to sort of make them balanced, and don't do that for this drink. Stir it. 3/4 ounce Campari. And don't use Aperol for this here. Whatever. You can, but it's going to completely taste different. If you've had one, you liked it, then you try it with Aperol. It's going to be different. Brand new bottle of this for the noise. All right. We are going to put a nice large cube in here. When you drop a big cube into your cocktail, let it chill for a second. Sometimes you'll hear it crack. You just let it relax. Give it a few seconds. If it doesn't crack, you're free to go. But if you hear it crack, just let it sit, and it's going to glaze over. It's going to seal that crack itself. It's going to get acclimated to its environment. Drink is traditionally served neat in a coupe. Nick and Nora, we're doing it on a cube, a nice rocks glass here. Few different ways you can finish this drink. You can just express oil on top, call it a day. We're going to do a little bit of a burnt expression on top. So what you want to do is cut a coin of the fruit. So you want to get a good piece, not that big. Don't be afraid to go into the pith. It's okay. You're not going to put it inside the drink. So you want to get a good big piece to squeeze and get some flame here. Very important. Don't use a lighter. Bad news. Well, it's not going to kill you, but you're basically going to spray butane in your cocktail. It's going to taste like crap, so don't do that. And for matches, you want to burn off the sulfur on the end. You don't want that note in there either, so light your match, let that sulfur burn off. Hold it right over the glass, give it a good squeeze. Give it a good rub on the outside. Get rid of that. There you go. Boulevardier.
It smells delicious. Just the corner over here.
Yeah. That expression of the orange was very nice.
You don't have to toast it. You don't have to burn it. You can just do regular oils. Pop the whole rind in there. It's got a lot of pith in there. You don't want to do that. It's already bitter. You don't want to throw that part in there. So
right.
That's why we leave it out. But yeah, give it a go.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys. Cheers. Yeah, that vermouth is great.
That vermouth's very different than regular vermouth.
It is so rich. And then boom, you get that bitter.
You get a lot of cherry off of it.
Yeah, I think it says that. Well, no, it says first thing is cocoa, citrus, rhubarb. I guess rhubarb could be there.
Rhubarb, yeah.
Balanced bitter undertone. Oh yeah. I've seen a lot of people I watch make cocktails swear by this one. So.
I get that like cocoa note, like a little, just a touch of a chocolate, a little fruit.
I think with different things.
The bitterness on the very end from that Campari is just spot on.
It makes some people, like I think that's the part that some people just don't dig.
Yeah.
But for me, it makes me like I drool a little bit, and it makes me want to go in.
Right.
It makes me want to go in for the next one. Really, really bad.
Yeah, these become very poundable very quickly.
Yeah, easy drink to make. Like I said, you substitute that with gin, you got yourself a Negroni. And if you play with different variations of this, you can do all kinds of things. I make it with Benedictine, where I'll cut the Campari down for people who are not a fan. I'll cut a 1/4 ounce off of the 3/4 ounce. Put a 1/4 ounce of Kahlua. You can put a 1/4 ounce of Benedictine, like I just said. Change up the profile, make it sweeter, more approachable, and then add that other flavor element in there. Man, play around with, do it. Play around. Make your own.
That's the best part of a lot of these cocktails. Is it's not just the first recipe. It's then what if I add a little of this or change this out? And do a little something different, and it's going to hit a profile that maybe is more in your liking, more in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
This one, I think you can play with a lot. I think the bourbon.
I would go higher proof.
higher proof bourbon would do things. I think different.
Just to get more of the
higher rye or lower rye bourbons, wheated bourbons, like all those are going to play a little bit differently with the rest of the cocktails. So, great cocktail for January. You know, it's a little quieter beginning of the year. It's time to experiment, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It seems like, more bitter, or like we were talking earlier, bitter and sour cocktails more. It seems like I was really making the crazy syrups during the holidays and those heavy sweet drinks. I'm going bitter for a while.
There you go.
Bitter. Okay. It's going to be a theme for the first quarter.
We'll go back and forth. We'll see. I got a Scotch one next.
Yeah, solid cocktail to start the year off.
Glad to do it.
Way to ring in start 2024.
Yes, absolutely.
You got it.
So, enjoyed it. Well, we hope you enjoyed the
Boulevardier.
It's the Paris Hilton of the past, the socialite.
The socialites.
I love the man about town. That's what it says in the it feels good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the cocktail. Again, there's obviously all kinds of riffs off of this. This one is pretty solid.
Fantastic.
But if you've got a riff that you do, shoot us a note, man.
Yeah.
We'd love to try it off camera, and then maybe give it a shout out when we do it on camera.
I'll definitely try to make it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
right up here, we're going to have a link to all the past cocktail episodes. So if you want to go down a rabbit hole, you can go down the rabbit hole.
It's worth it.
There's a lot of classics back there.
It's a lot of really good different cocktails, different spirits, different, the what you're adding to the spirit. Yeah, a lot of really good things in there.
Yep.
So enjoy that.
Yep. Well, so we hope you enjoyed the first cocktail of 2024. If you did, we'd love the support. Again, we do these cocktail episodes once a month. Love the support of those. Adam does a great job putting them together. Cheers to you.
Appreciate it.
Does some history and everything.
Yeah.
Gosh. Way to start off January. You got a history lesson, you got a cocktail lesson, you get it all.
Saying that was like an elective I should have taught in college rather than some of the nonsense that we took.
All right, but again, we'd love the support of the channel. This has been a lot of fun, a fun addition to the Exploring Whiskey channel. So we hope you liked it. If you did, support the channel. Hit the like button at the bottom of the screen.
And again, love to hear from you. So reach out, leave a little note, or a suggestion for another cocktail. We will experiment.
Absolutely.
I'd love to learn new ones. I'm looking all the time. So come on, give us some.
All right. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you the next episode.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye. Bye.